Chris and Judy lived at a place called Castello di Voldatavo. It was a small thing stuck on a hill, at least 4 kilometres from anything. Basically a small village that had been extended and pushed together till everything was joined up. It's a bit of a rabbit warren, really. The houses with the white windows are ours. First you have to go through a tunnel, fighting the trucks, and then working your way down an old donkey track, masquerading now as a 2-lane road. Climbed out the car. There are 40 steps to the house. Now see if you can work your way through the rabbit warren, find a local cat, admire briefly the view, and look down upon the car, which is quite a long way down, to the front door. You see first into the kitchen dining, in which we've actually never dined once because it's so nice. We go outside and you go up the stairs, to the bedroom area where Judy's currently engaged in opening the shutters. Again leading to a fantastic view. But we do have another room, not used, except for a bit of storage. And a bathroom, which is decidedly difficult to light because it has only one exterior door or window, but unfortunately leads right onto the neighbour's steps and up to their door. But it's a fairly adequate bathroom on the whole. Shower, toilet, bidet, washing machine. Exploring the area that is Castello di Voldatavo is interesting. Lots of stairs, lots of blind alleys, lots of funny little forgotten spaces. But it's still a great place to base an exploration of Italy and to celebrate the 64th birthday. The nearest city is Lucca. It's about 30 minutes drive away. The old city walls are still standing, 4-kilometre walk around the top. Lots of narrow streets with good specialised shopping. There's even Ali's internet point on one of those streets, but there are also open piazzas where you can have a cup of coffee and watch the tourists. Chris and Judy get around mainly by car, a little Peugeot 207, but they have been known to use the somewhat erratic Italian railway system. It works, and of course there's an awful lot of climbing and walking. Chris and Judy have visited the coast several times, driving across from Lucca. They went to the Cinque Terre, a set of villages with small coves at the bottom where the boats would land. Sometimes the village just chonked on the top of a cliff for no apparent reason. The coves were small enough just to hold the local fishing boats and not a lot else. The Cinque Terre includes the Via del Mare, where young lovers seal their love with a padlock, and where you walk and climb and work your way along very, very narrow paths with a good drop underneath. There are beaches where there are covered with umbrellas, but if you want to see beach umbrellas, you go a little further south to Viareggio and the beaches around it, where without exaggeration you can see 20 kilometres of beach umbrellas, all of them for rent and not much for free. If you visit Italy, you see art wherever you go. Frescoes on church walls, fantastically decorated ceilings, endless Madonnas, crucifixes and paintings, illuminated books, famous statues and their copies, and even the smallest church will boast a 13th century carving of some sort. And even the outside of the buildings are often even more interesting than the inside. But the cities themselves are as interesting as the artworks. Looking over Florence is an experience in itself, and you can sit and just take your photos.
Straight. Stay. Judy, having taken photos of the Pontevedra.
And watching the tourists is almost as much fun as seeing the cities. One of the most satisfying landscapes is from the terrace of the Castello di Voldatavo. But the mountain landscapes around Castello Voldatavo can be matched by the very, very ordered vineyards and olive trees of Tuscany, by the villas around Lucca, and the colourful gardens at the back, never forgetting that among the olive trees and the vineyards are sunflowers. There's an industrial landscape too. This isn't snow. That's the quarries of Carrara, where Michelangelo found his marble. We visited an underground quarry, 600 metres down a tunnel into a 15-metre cavern.
And what were you pointing at, Judy?
Have a look at the marble floors.
What kind of marble floor is it?
Oh, definitely Carrara.
And where trucks haul away 10-ton blocks of marble on the first step of their journeys around the world. Both Chris and Judy might put on weight. They have simple meals sitting at their table, looking out over the valley near Voldatavo. Far too many of them. Even the pasta can be wrapped up if you go to a specialist store. But they will have lunch under the shady umbrellas in a medieval street, under an umbrella near a beach on the Cinque Terre, or in the crowded corner of a market where with a glass of wine and a thick steak you can enjoy yourself for relatively little money. There's nothing better than a pastry fresh from the bakery, or sitting staring at a huge haunch of pork ready for carving, or enjoy the prosciutto, which comes in more varieties than we ever knew about. A hot afternoon is always an invitation to gelati, and while this fruit may be made from marzipan, it doesn't necessarily taste as good as it looks. But now it's being time to leave Tuscany. We're going to leave Castel Voltatavo behind and head off to Umbria.